Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. When I think about how to learn something, I think I could research it, I could learn about it, I could read about it, but what better way to understand something than understanding the origin of how something's created? As Brian said, I'm very interested in AI. I love AI. And I was thinking, what better way to do an icebreaker than talk about the origins of AI, how it came to be where it is today, and what I see it in the future, and how we can all use it in our lives to just become a little bit better. And to set the picture for you, this all started in 1955 on the college campus of Dartmouth. And a bunch of scientists, smart-looking men, they all went into a room, and one man asked a question. His name is Alex Turing. And he asked a really bold question, one of the boldest in all of history. He said, what if machines could think? And this was transformational. Some people in the room thought it was crazy. They said, well, this is a time where there's no cell phones. This is a time where there's no internet. This is a time where there's computers, maybe the size of like that little area over there, but all they can do is simple arithmetic. Some thought it was amazing and brilliant, but unfortunately, these things didn't come about until decades later. And in 1997, something called Deep Blue came out. Deep Blue was a computer algorithm that was masterful at chess. And someone had the idea of pairing it up against Garry Kasparov, one of the world's greatest chess masters at that time, probably the greatest chess master to live at that time, and they had them play a one-on-one game. And Deep Blue beat him. And people were so excited, people were stunned. He was stunned, the world was stunned, and yet people still said, I mean, it's just chess, it's just a game. It's not that impressive, right? And then in 2011, IBM's Watson came out. And they paired IBM's Watson, and they put it on the game show Jeopardy! And Jeopardy is a little bit different than chess. Jeopardy isn't just facts, it's emotion, it's jokes, it's humanity, and they put it against the two world's best Jeopardy! Players, and IBM's Watson won. Those two players, they were astonished. The crowd was astonished. People were astonished. The world was stunned, and yet people still said, it's just a game of trivia. Why does that matter? And after that, something really innovative came out, AlexNet, right the year after 2012 it came out, and it's a set of neural networks. And it self-taught itself how to analyze millions of pictures of dogs, of cats, of human faces, to the point where you could throw in a new picture that it had never seen before, and it would categorize it on a level of accuracy unprecedented. People were astonished, the world was astonished, and yet people said, well, I have a 3-year-old niece that can do that. That's not that impressive, right? Something transformational came about 5 years later in 2017. It was a research paper by Google, and it was called Attention is All You Need. That idea of attention laid the base, the groundwork of what we know AI as today. It was transformative, and it helped shape what we know AI today. In 2022, I'm sure all of you know, ChatGPT came out. Within 5 days, it had surpassed 1 million users. Within 60 days, 2 months, it had 100 million users, and today, over 1 billion people use ChatGPT. Even just last month, and my parents are probably going to be upset about me talking this over and over again, an innovation called OpenClaw came out, and it's an open source AI that runs 24/7 for you. It's proactive and acts as a personal assistant without you needing to prompt it. That's crazy. AI is democratizing innovation. That means everybody, pretty much anybody here, can build anything that they want. And this is incredible. This means, and the way that I look at thinking of it, is you have 3 options. I like to imagine AI as a bus, okay? And the first option is you're on that bus stop and you can decide not to go with AI. You can decide, it's not for me. I don't really like it. Like those people, it's good at trivia, it's good at creating language, but that's not for me. And unfortunately, if you pick that path, you may get left behind. And the second option is being a passenger on that bus. The people who use AI right now, maybe to draft emails, maybe to do automations, and yeah, you'll end up wherever that bus is going. But the third option is the option that I'm choosing and that I hope all of you will take, and it's to be that driver of that bus. Ladies and gentlemen, how would you become the driver of that AI bus? It's through one simple trait that all of you can incorporate in your day-to-day lives. That's curiosity. All of you can be curious. I'm curious. You can say, AI, how do I do this? You can ask questions. All of the innovations in humanity, even AI with that man, Alex Turing, it started from people being inquisitive, people asking questions. What if machines could think? If I had to leave you with anything, I want you to know AI helps you learn. Life is about learning, and you can use AI to continue to be curious. Thank you.
Thank you.